Yeah, good morning everyone. Today is Fendt Day, so I'm heading over to the grain bins. I'm gonna haul a couple loads of corn to town, make sure we have enough room to hold everything. And I'm planning on filming today, just like a normal vlog. Wonder if it's still over here. Oh, yep, there it is. It didn't get away in the middle of the night. Alright, well George just left with the second load out. I'm going to load this truck. He's going to do all the driving today. I'm going to stay here. I've got to get some stuff ready for the Fendt thing today. So while I'm loading trucks, I'm going to be charging batteries and moving stuff around and all that good happy stuff. There's just so many combines in the yard right now. It's just everywhere. There's 4 combines right here right now. And we still won't be done by Thanksgiving. Alright, well we got 4 loads so far. We'll try to get a couple more, but the AGCO guys just got here. So I'm going to go over here and see where I can mount cameras inside of this combine.
Need a little ice or something?
Well, there's plenty of camera mounting opportunities in that combine. I don't know if it does corn very good. I don't know if it does beans very good or wheat, but it's very YouTube friendly. Now I better go get back to loading George's truck before he gets back.
If I ever had to buy a combine, I was going to run for 10 or 15 yees. I'd buy me green. Because ain't nothing you can't fix in 30 minutes.
Well, I think we're going to move that Fendt up to the field and get everything situated up there and start moving some trucks around. Alright, getting the first truck down there. Wheat's finally coming up. That's a good thing. Almost go time now. Are you getting excited?
Yeah, it's pretty good, doesn't it?
I mean about the combine.
Oh, I guess.
Well, crap, I think that combine's already showing corn. I missed it. I missed the first stalks going through it. Dang it. Don't worry, I promise you there's several million more stalks of corn that are going to go through it today. As you guys can see, it's very muddy, so I'm curious to see how these tracks do. Never ran a track combine. Doesn't look like it's tracking it up very much though. Daxie, you gonna check out the new combine? Well, come on, let's go check it out. Hey, slow your roll. Alright, we're going to get the first load out of this Fendt combine, and the ground is really wet. Like I said in past videos, we've got a lot of rain. The driveways are wet, but this combine's not really leaving much tracks. I don't have anything to compare that to. Like I said, I've never ran a track combine. So I'm kind of surprised it's not worse than this, but like I said, I don't have anything to compare that to. But little man's with me. He just couldn't resist. Him and his mom brought me lunch, and he's seen a combine, and it wasn't a normal combine, so here he is. Holy crap, that's a long unload auger. Good God. There it looks like he's, with the Fendt, you can move that auger in and out a little bit. Looks like that's what Dad is doing right now. I believe this thing unloads at like 6 bushel a second or something like that, which our Klaus unloads at I think 3.8, so it's extremely fast. Bonus feature of this being so late, we're getting to see this thing in down corn. Now, this corn's not down bad, but it is bent over most of it, so see how their corn head performs in down corn. Not gonna be any George lunch footage today. He stopped at McDonald's, or went Dairy Queen, I think, got him a foot long with sauce, but wife brought me food, so I'm happy. Did you get anything to eat?
What do you think? I'll be
You guys notice on the be the right side of the machine in the top corner, there's a panel that's cracked. Apparently that got broken transport or something like that, but I mean, it doesn't affect how the machine runs, and I wasn't going to tell them not to bring it because it had a cracked panel. So guys, today we're going to get a run the Fendt Ideal combine. This is a 8T or T8 or whatever the model number is. But I'm pretty excited. Dad just got out of the combine. One of our neighbors is going to run it right now. I'm going to get his initial impression on it. I mean, he's only ran 5 or 6 acres, so it's probably going to change a little bit his impressions, but I do want to get his initial thoughts on it, and then I'm going to run it later this evening. Hey, what'd you think of it?
It's different.
It's different?
Take about a week to get used to it, probably.
Better just leave it here, huh?
Yeah.
Alright guys, I'm not running the machine right now, I'm just setting up the field view. Field view does work in this machine, you just have to set it up as a cleaner. Alright guys, I'm here with Ross Meeker. He farms in Ohio, he's one of our neighbors. He just got out of the Fendt Ideal combine, and I thought we'd get his thoughts and opinions on it after running it.
It's a mean machine. It'll eat corn all day. Wasn't a huge fan of the head, but I think some adjusting and setting, it'd run just fine. Plenty of power, never wanted for power. Clean sample, nothing left in the field. It's a pretty mean machine. I'm coming from a Case 7230, which is new to us this year, and I like this Fendt. It's an awful nice machine.
Yeah. One thing I mean, to maybe keep in mind, the 7230 is a 7. This is a Class 8, but I mean, yeah. So far, it seems to be everyone's initial thoughts is it seems to be a pretty cool machine to run. But yeah. One thing to keep in mind on these thoughts though of people, no one has ran this machine for very many acres, so this is just kind of an initial first impression. But
yeah. I think I was in it for 10-15 minutes. Definitely not enough time to wrap my head around the interface, but definitely a sleek interior, very comfortable, very quiet, smoothest ride I've been in, although I've never been in a track machine before. It's a really nifty rig, and she'll eat corn.
All right, thanks, Ross.
All right, hey, no problem.
Jeff, I'm here with Jeff. He just got out of the Fendt Ideal, and you say you're coming from a Gleaner?
Yeah, an S97.
Okay. How do you think this compared to what you're used to then?
A little smoother. Like the capacity of the unload, the grain bin and the unload were both amazing.
Yeah, quite the auger, that's for sure.
Yes.
Yeah. As far as ride or anything, are you used to tracks or wheels? I've never ran a track machine personally.
Yeah, we're wheels. I thought ride was fine.
Okay. Yeah, interface fairly similar to the Gleaner? Or?
There's a few things just enough different to get me a little fuzzed up, but overall the controls are pretty much basically the same.
Yeah. All right, well, appreciate you letting me ask you some questions on it.
Okay,
right,
thank you.
All right, guys, I'm here with Jason Drake. Jason just got out of the Fendt Ideal combine, and Jason, what kind of combine do you typically run?
We have a Deere 680 and a 9770.
How do you think it compared with the John Deere you're used to running?
It was a nice machine, very smooth, very quiet. I guess I made 3 or 4 passes. Need probably more than that to have a great comparison, but I did enjoy it.
Yeah. Anything you thought maybe critique wise?
Well, we talked about a couple things. It really didn't turn very sharp. But they said they were working on that. It would be different when the actual production model came out.
Yeah.
But the cab is very nice. All the controls are at your fingertips and stuff. Kind of what you expect, I guess.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Jason.
Yep.
Oh, look at him go. Apparently the case guy's curious. Got both of them out now. All right, guys, I think people are just about done demoing the machine, other people, and Dad's going to help. They're out of the rows they had opened up, so Dad went and got his combine. He's going to help finish and open it up. So we basically went from doing about 800 bushels an hour to now with 212 rows. We're probably going to be pushing 8,000 bushel an hour for a little bit. See what both these machines look like from the air now. Doesn't look like that thing's losing much. As it turns out, with two 12-row heads, you can open up a field pretty quick. Right now I'm riding with Dad. Our AGCO salesman's running the cart. Another AGCO guy's in the cart with him. And the Fendt guys are down here. And I don't know, once we get this field opened up, one of us will probably hop back in the Fendt for a little bit.
He's back up there where I just went through over there.
And that's what 500 bushel of corn in a combine looks like. Well, Dad and that Fendt were parked side by side when we started back up here. Dad was full completely and had to wait for a few minutes, and that Fendt is still going. It looks like he's going to make it all the way. Maybe he didn't make it all the way down here. Alright guys, here goes nothing. We're gonna see what this thing will do.
So make it go forward. Yep. So, yep.
That's different. Guys, I completely forgot to hit the record button, but you can move the auger a little bit, which that'd be pretty nifty sometimes, especially when the cart operator and the combine operator are on a separate page. Or, like in this circumstance, where you don't have a CB in one of the machines. Well guys, this machine will straight eat corn. I mean, 5.5, 6.5 mile an hour. You could probably push it more. Yep, there's the meal wagon. Chicken Alfredo, broccoli and muffins delivered to the field.
Mashed potatoes.
Oh, mashed potatoes. Holy crap. She's got some lights. Alright, it's been kind of a hectic day with all the demos going on. We're still running. Right now I'm running the cart, obviously. Another fellow's running the combine. But at some point, it's probably going to be a little bit more time in the combine, but for right now I'm just going to run the cart for a little bit. Alright guys, I guess I haven't done my initial impressions of the machine. Right off the bat, the cab is extremely comfortable. The buttons are going to take a little while to get used to, but I mean that would be the same with any machine you've never ran before. Coming from Lexion, it's different. The machine is very smooth. I like the stick, how the hydrostat in it's a little different than the other ones, the way it's laid out, and I liked it. It was very smooth and easy to operate. It took the corn very well. I mean, I was running at 5.5, 6.5 miles an hour just fine. We were pretty decent corn, and I mean, it was running good. The head's kind of a problem, but overall, I do like the cone. One thing that is kind of nice about this Fendt with this 485 bushel grain tank, typically in our Klaus Lexion, we'd have to break through in the middle. That way we could dump going down and back. With this combine, he's able to make, I think he can pretty much go down. I know he can go all the way down before he has to dump. I mean, just almost 1.5 times the capacity of the grain tank. So, and the tracks seem to be doing a great job of keeping it from compacting the ground so far from what I've observed. It's fairly muddy and it's not really tracking it up that bad. Alright guys, tomorrow I think I'm going to get some more time in the combine, one-on-one with one of the AGCO reps. Today there's just been a lot of people from the area wanting to run it, which I mean that's what it's here for. So haven't got to be in one as much as I'd like to have, but I mean I knew that kind of going into the day. I am looking forward to running at night. It does have some good lights on it. They are just as bright as the Challenger lights, it appears. Have a look for yourself. And when I say the Challenger lights, I don't mean this Challenger, I mean the 1038 Challenger we got. One thing I've noticed that I'm not used to, like with our Klaus Lexion combines, is if I'm running the cart, he can't fold the auger in while I'm running beside him, or I think he might hit the cart. I guess that's fairly typical. Some of the guys that were here running Case and John Deere combines say they kind of have the same issues with taller grain carts like ours. But that's just something I've never... I know ours are close, but we've never hit one. That one seems to be like you probably would hit it. Right now this combine's still having some feeding issues. The combine's not having issues, the head is having some issues feeding. I think they're going to make some adjustments on it in the morning, and we are going to try to run some more with it tomorrow. So be interested to see if how it's running tomorrow, for sure. I don't know if you can see, but that's the problem that this head's having right now. It's just not feeding in very well. Alright guys, I'm back in it. Kicked the AGCO guy out. I got my salesman with me though. Combine I know with a wheel that was done.
Kind of close, isn't it?
I forgot about it.
It was still.
Okay. I completely forgot about it. Alright guys, that's going to be it for tonight. I think we're pretty much out of trucks. Like I said, tomorrow we're going to be running this combine some more, so there'll be some more footage of us in the machine. I'll hopefully going to be able to get George in the combine tomorrow. That's my plan. Overall, I'm still forming an opinion, but I really like the combine. It's something different, that's for sure. It'll take a while to get used to, but overall the opinion's still pretty good. But thanks for watching. If you like what you've seen, follow me on Instagram at Brian's Farming Videos, Facebook Brown Farms, and Twitter Brian's Farming Videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.